when you find out what alcohol does to your brain, to your body, to your gut, you won't be drinking as much as you are. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Millie, and if you're a returning subscriber, hey! Today is 3 months exactly since I have touched alcohol. 3 months since I actually stopped on the 14th of February. On Valentine's Day, I said I had my last drink, so I wasn't going to drink anymore. Let's talk about why I stopped drinking. I've been thinking I was drinking a little bit more than I should, especially here in Denmark. Denmark is one of those countries where like people, they drink. It's on top of countries that drink a lot. So when I came to Denmark, I wasn't drinking that. I almost wasn't drinking before I came to Denmark, but I learned how to drink here in Denmark. So I was drinking like this. I never liked beer, I never liked wine, I never liked alcohol, but slowly and slowly I started liking alcohol. And then I started liking beer. I like this Mexican beer. I really, really liked the taste, and I was drinking that. When Jan comes home, especially in the summertime, oh, let's have a beer. And maybe we have two, you know. I mean, if you do that every day or every other day, that's a lot. As a nurse, I should know that. So, but what made me stop? I started getting pain. I started getting pain in my joints. My joints were hurting. I was having so much pain. At first, I thought because I'm a nurse, you know, we get pain, but these pains were becoming worse and worse. It was so bad that I had to have like sick leave, not a full sick leave, half a sick leave. So I'll be working only 3 days in a week. I was taken out from weekends and things like that. So I went to the doctor, and they made different scannings. They made different blood tests. Nothing was showing up. I was thinking like people are going to think I'm crazy, or people think I want to misuse the system, because a lot of people don't misuse the system, you know, to get money for sick leave. But I want to work, and I was getting desperate, you know, and like doctors, yeah, even in Denmark, one of the best healthy system in the world, even the doctors, yeah, they don't give you any help. I mean, they will make scannings, and then they'll make blood samples and all this, but they will not come up with oh, maybe it could be this, you know, maybe it could be that. So I thought I started doing my own research, and I came up with some suggestions to them, and they did tests, you know, like and nothing was coming up. So I thought it was because of my age and all that, and they said no, I hadn't gone yet in this, what is it called, menopause. Yes, they said no, you are not yet in menopause. So I was so desperate, like what is going on? And then I started like doing my research, and I found out like some of these joint pains, they actually come from our gut. Like if something wrong with our gut, we can actually get joint pain. So I did my research, and I found that one of the things, apart from some foods, one of the things that can ruin your gut is alcohol. So I started digging deeper, and I was so desperate. I was like, okay, let me just drop the alcohol and see what happens. So I decided I stopped drinking. But I must say, like I did other things too. I started taking more D vitamin. I started taking more magnesium. But I believe what actually has done this also, I think, is the alcohol, not drinking any more alcohol. I'm not sure, but I'm almost feeling better right now. I still have a little bit pain in my shoulder and all that, but I'm feeling a little bit better. And let me say, guys, I'm not an alcoholic. Like I don't want to think like I'm an alcoholic. I was drinking every day, but I feel like I was drinking more than I should. So I quit drinking, and I thought, wow, this is going to be so hard, because in Denmark, every occasion, every time you go to the neighbor, you go to a friend, always have to drink, you know, drink. So I went to Jan's family, and we were having dinner, and they asked what I'm gonna drink. I said I'm gonna drink water, and I felt like they kept asking, like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. I was kind of like, yeah, I am going to drink water. So I think it's very difficult in some countries when you're quitting drinking. People around you, they can make it difficult. So you have to be very strong to say, this is what I want to drink. Then we went on vacation in Las Palmas. I thought, wow, this was actually 14 days, less than a week after I stopped, I think, or maybe 2 weeks in, we went to Las Palmas, and I was like, wow, in a beautiful romantic place where everybody is having wine, everybody is drinking, it's going to be so hard. So we looked for alcohol-free beer. We were asking for that. There was a lot of restaurants who had these alcohol-free beers. So I just drank alcohol-free beers. So it wasn't so difficult. And then after that, we came home. We went to the wedding. I was, wow, this is going to be so difficult on a wedding. Everybody's drinking. But I survived. I did not drink, but I could feel it was so hard looking at everybody. They are dancing, you know, they're like up and down, jumping and everything. And we were sitting there. But I made it to 2 o'clock. And before we went home, I hadn't drunk anything. So it has gone very well. I have not, I must say, I don't know if it's cheating because I'm drinking alcohol-free alcohol for the taste, you know, but there's nothing that's going to make me drunk or anything, which means I can have fun without drinking alcohol. So maybe some people, they might think drinking alcohol-free beer is cheating, but that's what's working for me. And now 3 months, 90 days, I have not been drinking alcohol. So what has changed since I quit drinking? Yeah, I feel like a lot of things have changed. I've lost some weight because before I stopped drinking, we used to walk at least 3-4 times a week, Jan and I. We walk at least 5 kilometers, but I could not see anything changing. I wasn't like putting on weight, but I wasn't like losing either. But since I quit, I haven't actually even weighed myself, but I can see it on my clothes. Some of the trousers I haven't worn, like, who have just had them like 10 years. I'm wearing this, they're fitting right. So that's a good thing. I feel like I sleep even much better. I had never had a problem. I had problems when I drank more when I was like in my 30s, you know, partying and everything. I remember I used to have problems sleeping. I would wake up like in the middle of the night or maybe like 3 o'clock and I couldn't sleep. But I haven't been drinking as such. So I feel like I sleep much more better. I really, really sleep very well. So that's something also I have noticed. I feel like I have more energy. I used to be so tired, like I have like chronic tiredness, and this all started while I was here in Denmark. Like I'm always tired. I could not understand. Like in the morning, I've been sleeping. I'm a morning person, so in the morning I can get up, go to work. But when after like being at work, because I am so tired. I was constantly tired. I'm not able to do anything. Like I'm not able to be productive. You know. Tired constantly. Right now, I feel like I have energy. Like there's so much energy that has come back to me. It's, Jan is like, wow, you know, you have so much energy. But also right now the sun is shining, guys, in Denmark. I know it's windy, but we're getting, I think, also putting more D vitamin, you know, because what they say when you're drinking all this alcohol, it's kind of taking the place for you to get all these vitamins and all the good things you're eating. You're not able to your body is not able to get this because the alcohol is kind of going in there and disturbing the whole system. So probably all my vitamins I'm taking, my magnesia is being absorbed by the body very well because I'm not drinking alcohol. I feel very clear-headed. I don't know if there's any word that I feel like I'm very clear in my head. Like in the morning and evening, my head is so clear. I'm remembering things. I don't know how to explain it. When I was drinking, I always felt like you know, not clear-headed. Like, yeah. I think it's a tiredness, like, yeah, like there was something wrong in my head, but now I feel like clear-headed, like my head is so clear. It's almost like, I can compare it like having water that is not clear and suddenly you have water that's like pure and clear. That's how I feel like in my head. It's very difficult to explain. I found out also I can attend functions now without having to drink. That's a good thing because most of the time people, when they are going to functions, weddings, spouses, always say, oh, how do we get home? You know, we have to get a taxi. We have to leave the car because both people have been drinking. It's not a problem anymore now. Jan can have a good time and I can drive if he wants to drink. And Jan has been a very, very good support, actually. When I stopped drinking, he also started drinking alcohol-free beer. Once in a while, he has his red wine. I think he was so afraid of drinking alcohol or drinking red wine because he thought like he was not being a good spouse because then I'll be feeling like I want to have some when I saw him having, or I'll be tempted. But I said, no, I'm not tempted. You can have your wine. I'm fine. I'm not tempted. So once in a while he has his red wine, but he has also cut out. We buy a lot of this alcohol-free beer. That's what we drink. And what I've also realized, like some people, they can make fun of you. And it's so hard because like you tell people like I'm not drinking alcohol because of this. I'm not drinking alcohol because I've been having joint pains and I'm trying to get rid of this. And I found out like actually I feel better not drinking alcohol. And I think people they feel like you're boring or you're judging them or something. I'm not judging people who are drinking. I was a drinker, and I'm not saying I'm not gonna ever drink if my daughter is getting married or there's a important occasion. I might have a glass of wine or something. I'm not saying I'm not gonna ever drink, but I feel like some people, they kind of make fun and try to say, have a drink. I'm fine not drinking. I don't want to drink. I don't miss drinking. When I see people having a glass of wine, I don't miss it. Before I came to Denmark, I never used to drink. When I came to Denmark and started drinking red wine, I didn't like it. It didn't taste good. Then suddenly I learned I started liking it. I never used to like beer. And then I started liking beer. I got so worried. I said to Jan, I'm very, very worried because I've started liking beer. I might get addicted to this. So it's very, what I've learned, like you have to be strong-headed and tell people like, please stop. I'm not judging you. I'm fine. Just give me what I ask, a cup of tea, water. But I think people see you like as if you're boring or maybe you're even judging them. That's what I've learned. And another thing, the whole thing of not having hangovers, my goodness. I used to, when I was in my 30s and early in my 20s, like drinking and partying and all that. I remember like when you're in Denmark, you know, we don't have summer throughout the year. And sometimes like it's so beautiful weather. It's a Saturday. You were out on a Saturday or maybe Friday. It's a Sunday, it's a Saturday. You're sleeping, you're inside, you're having a hangover and the sun is shining. I used to feel so guilty about that. But right now, and then as I got older, even having a glass of wine or a glass of white wine the night before, it will give me some kind of hangover the next day. And I really, really hated that. I want to be clear-headed. So no more hangovers for me, and I feel so fabulous. I love it. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm never going to drink again, but this is for me, it's not even an experiment. I'm not going to, I feel good. I feel like yes, something I forgot to say. I feel like my gut is getting better, but I've also done a lot of things, you know, I'm taking prebiotics. I'm doing a lot of things. I have been doing a lot of things to get rid of this joint pain. And a lot of things, I think they are working. And my joint pain, they're going away. So if you have maybe joint pain and you're drinking, you should try maybe to cut out some alcohol and take some prebiotics and do everything that's good for your gut, you know, because like our liver and our gut, they work very well together. They have to work together. So if you're ruining the one, the other one is going to be ruined too. So what advice do I have? I think the only advice I have, like, don't go like cold turkey. And like I said, unless you're the kind of person who likes the feeling of being drunk, what the alcohol gives you of relaxing, you know, and all that. I am not afraid of talking to people. I think in old days also, I think I was more shy. But now when I meet people, I can talk to people. I don't need alcohol. I can have a good time without drinking alcohol. But I think if you want to stop, I think I would suggest start with this alcohol-free beers. I've seen on television the advertising for alcohol-free gin. I love gin and tonic. We used to drink a lot of gin and tonic when the summer was here, spring, you know, he danced Danish Hygge, a nice gin and tonic. But I'm going to check that out, alcohol-free gin, and see what it is. Because you have also to be careful, some of these alcohol-free alcohols, especially like the wines, I think they're so full of sugar. So you don't want to go from one bad thing to another bad thing. So I don't drink white wine, alcohol-free white wine, because I felt like there was too much sugar. So guys, this was the video. I hope you get inspired to quit. And I'm not saying like quit, because for me, like I said, I'm going to be drinking once in a while if I need to, but I don't have to. I don't miss it. So I hope you like the video. I hope you get inspired to kick alcohol out of your life, because alcohol is really, really bad for our health. When you find out what alcohol does to your brain, to your body, to your gut, you won't be drinking as much as you are. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Mwah! Bye.